Let's talk about Dying Light 2's launch. Dying Light 2's launch day is coming up very fast, and they have just released some console gameplay. Also, Techland gave some YouTubers a Quest demo, but there was one problem that I also saw in that too. I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer or anything, but I do have some skepticism on whether this launch is gonna go as well as it looks. So the question is, am I looking forward to this? Yes, I am. Very much so. Like, I couldn't look any more forward than I could be right now. Every time I look at my phone, there's always a new tweet from Dying Light saying, oh, this blah 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 blah, talking about someone's backstory, or how long it takes to complete the game, or talking about murals that they're drawing up in the sea, any form of artwork or something. I don't know. They're talking about all sorts of stuff, and it's creating the biggest hype. And I'm loving it, every single second of it. I can't get enough of it. I'm genuinely falling for this. You can call me a booty lick all you like, all right? I don't care. Techland is going to produce something great, and I believe it's going to be great. But there are some problems on PC and consoles. First of all, Techland clearly were having console problems. They took this long to get out any form of gameplay footage. So all in all, I think the Dying Light 2 launch is going to go superbly well for PC and latest gen consoles. For the old gen, I believe there's gonna be a problem, but it's not gonna be a buggy mess like the Cyberpunks of this world and the Battlefield 2042s of this world. I'm not naming any names. I just named the names, didn't I? Well, seriously, Nick? Really? You idiot! But they won't be a buggy mess to that degree. It's not gonna be like you're gonna be spawned in naked, or some random character's gonna be spawned upside down, hanging from a wall on the ceiling, looking like a fool. I don't think it's gonna be anything bad like that. But I do believe that when you get into significantly busy combat, and there's a lot of things going on the screen, that it's not gonna hold up too well, and you will get a lot of performance spikes and frame drops. Because if you look at it very closely, during the rooftop runs, I didn't see any zombies about at all. You see a couple of people on the rooftops, but I didn't see any zombies below. So it was a little bit fishy that they didn't show enough of the combat. The combat was very spliced up, and only a couple of good things were in there. But I'm telling you now, I'm having a feeling that something's gonna go wrong here for the old gen. You heard it here first. You probably didn't. There's probably loads of other people that said it too, but that's not the point. But I do think the storyline and the gameplay and the music are gonna be top notch. I don't believe Techland's gonna let us down that quick. And the reason for that is because they're not allowing me to have any form of skepticism on that. They are not promising us anything crazy new to gaming. They are promising us what they have already given us, plus a little bit more. They just expanded on it a little bit and maybe increased the complexity in a good way. So what they're offering is very much believable, unlike Cyberpunk. But my other problem is with PC. Moderately recently, Techland has given some YouTubers a Quest demo to complete. They were only allowed to do one quest, and unfortunately, they were only allowed to use controller. Why? Why couldn't they use a keyboard and a mouse? What's wrong with a keyboard and mouse? And I have a couple of theories on that. Theory 1, using a mouse is significantly faster than using a controller. So maybe with the speed of things when you're using a mouse, maybe there's some sort of collision detection problem. So imagine you just turn to a ledge and you try to grab it, but because you were so fast, it just hasn't registered. So they gave everyone a controller instead. In which case, that's a huge problem, and that needs to be sorted as fast as possible. So Techland, if that is a problem, fix it. Please, I beg you. I need to use my mouse and keyboard. Or my second theory is that they wanted to make a build with mouse and keyboard as well, but somehow someone forgot to put the keyboard into the build. Games of this magnitude, the build times must take forever. So I'm assuming that maybe they forgot it and they didn't have enough time in order to make a change to that build before they got it out to YouTubers. It could be that too. But realistically, at this stage of development, they should be only fixing very, very small bugs. They shouldn't be fixing anything game breaking. They shouldn't be. Doesn't necessarily mean that they aren't. But because they have delayed the game indefinitely at one point, makes me feel a bit more secure in Techland that they're not going to give us a bugged out game that's going to have all sorts of problems. But to round this up, I think it's going to be great for PC and great for later gen consoles. Last gen, I think you're still going to be fine. I just feel like there's going to be some performance issues at certain points in very, very heavy combat areas. or very detailed areas, I feel like you might have some problems, but that's about it. And there could be a problem with the mouse and keyboard, but I highly doubt that's gonna be the case when they release this. That would be absolutely crazy if they ever did something like that. But anyway, tune in for more Dying Light 2 news and updates and tips and tricks when it does release, because I'll be making this channel all about that. This is Nick Keys and I'm out. Peace!